Previously on The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. Holy shit, they got Gimps and Daryl Dixon? Daryl and Carol go find Ash. Meanwhile, Lozang attacks Fellow's compound. Carol finally tells Ash the truth. Daryl goes to tell Laurent about Isabel, which is what Isabel basically is. His mom figure is dead. And he's just like, good night, Daryl. Like, what the fuck, kid? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, this finale is so good. I mean, this very well could be the best episode of Daryl Dixon. Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol Season 2. This is our final review, guys, for the end of Season 2 of Daryl Dixon. This is the finale titled Au revoir, les enfants. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, Season 2. Guys, we have arrived to the end of Season 2, and I filmed my Episode 2 review like an hour ago. Yeah, I've been sitting here pretty much for the last hour reviewing this entire season because Paramount Plus screwed up and released the entire season back when 201 was airing. So this has actually been a little bit that I've seen this season, but now you all have seen the end of Season 2. For those, of course, that, didn't see it when Paramount dropped it, which is the majority, because why the fuck would you look on Paramount Plus for Daryl Dixon? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we finally have seen the end of Season 2. We have seen the episode that Norman Reedus claims is the greatest Walking Dead episode of all time. Now, let's test this out, shall we? Is this the best Walking Dead episode of all time? Is this the best Walking Dead anything we've ever seen? No. No. You know what's funny? I would actually say this. This is how this finale is for me, at least. And let me know how you guys feel. I think everything up until the last 10 minutes was perfection. I loved this episode. The last 10 minutes in this fucking tunnel, this tunnel with these glowing walkers, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck. Caudron turns on Daryl at the last minute. Carol sees Sophia for the 15th time. Got really sick of that too. And then Daryl gets this fucking fear radiation mask on. These two people knock him out for some unknown fucking reason, and then they just walk off. And then Carol and Daryl walk off, and Caudron's nowhere to be seen. It was such a shit way to end the season. It was such a shit way to end the season. I didn't like anything to do with that scene. But aside from the glowing walkers, I didn't like that scene at all. But the rest of the episode was fantastic. But the ending was shit. So it was almost perfect. It was almost a perfect finale, but then they had to fuck it up in the last 10 minutes. At least in my opinion, that's how the episode went. I was watching this with a few buddies of mine, and we were all saying, this is going to be the best Daryl Dixon episode ever. And then when we got the last 10 minutes, we're like, what the fuck is going on? Why is Caudron beating Daryl's ass? Why is Carol hallucinating Sophia for the 15th time? Why are we getting, why? The ending felt so weird. It didn't even match up with the rest of the episode. It felt like we had David Zabel writing the episode, and then in the last 10 minutes, Ian and Andrew took over and finished off the season. That's what this felt like to me. I don't know what the fuck happened, but that's what it felt like. But anyway, let's break this episode down. So we start off with Daryl. He's got this guitar that he found. He gives it to Laurent, basically, and he starts playing. And Laurent, doesn't want to leave without Daryl, but he's going to because it's the best option for him. He doesn't want to do it, but he's going to do it. And he wonders why Daryl can't come with him, and Daryl's like, it's more important that you get there than me. And if I can't get on the plane, then, I'm not going to get on the plane, because they got to get the kid to safety before they worry about themselves, right? Which makes sense. But yeah, I found that to be really exciting, and that was a good, opening scene. I like that. And then basically you've got Ash, right? So he's trying to fix up the plane. They're trying to get everything kind of prepared in time. You've got Caudron and you've got Falou that get captured by Pouvoir. And Pouvoir is led by Lo Zhang's right-hand woman. She's kind of our main villain this episode. And basically they run into Anna on the road. So Anna is Quinn's girlfriend, right? And she kind of, makes a deal with her to work with her, which I thought it was kind of a cool scene when she kind of looks at her and she's just like, yeah, well, guess what? That's why I don't make friends, so that you can't affect me if you kill some of my people. You know what I'm saying? Which I was like, damn, man, Anna really don't give a shit, does she? But Anna was kind of a badass this episode because she lures them into this place where there's a bunch of walkers and stuff like that. And then she gets locked in, basically, and she gets the woman bit, which was really cool. So, Lo Zhang's right-hand woman, I'm forgetting her name, but she gets bit on the arm, right? And she's done. Now, she's gonna die. And Anna did that. And though Anna did die, she get devoured by, a bunch of walkers. I thought Anna went out like a friggin' badass. I really did. So Anna, that's our first character down this episode. Really intense moment there. And I thought that all was really, really good. But it's kind of a race now, right? Because you got all these kind of threats going on. You've got walkers that are everywhere. You've got this group, the Pouvoir, what's left of them, that are trying to stop the plane from getting away because they want Laurent. So Laurent gets on with Ash, and Carol gets on too. Carol doesn't want to leave Daryl, but she feels like she kind of has to. And it's a really intense scene because they're trying to get enough momentum to get up in the air, and Laurent and, Ash are going to try to get back to Commonwealth. Basically, that's the idea that we get, is that they're going to try to get back to the States, and try to, live there again, right? But Daryl and Caudron and Falou are trying to stop the Pouvoir, and you get this shootout that goes down. While they're covering them, Carol, Ash, and Laurent are in the plane, and they're trying to get out, and it's a really intense scene. It felt like an action movie. It really did. Like, it felt like a movie scene. And then you've got the one guy on the bike that gets, slipped past Daryl. He tries to track them down. He shoots at the plane. Daryl nails him with the rifle, which I thought was really good. And I thought that was all really, really, really intense. But yeah, I thought that was really good. And again, they track them down, they take them out. The Pouvoir felt like a force this episode. They really did. And then the second that you've got the plane that kind of takes off, and they shoot at the friggin' Pouvoir, and Daryl and them cover for them enough, and the plane leaves. I love that Ash looks back and he's like, yeah, suck it, motherfuckers. I love that. That was really good. Ash was awesome. It's hard to tell. Like, is that going to be it for his character? Are we going to see him down the line? Same with Laurent? I don't know. It almost feels like maybe that's the wrap-up of his character, but, I can't tell. It's hard to kind of, tell at the moment. But anyway, they're off, basically, and Carol stays back with Daryl, which we all knew she would. I mean, that's, pretty obvious, but she stayed back and let them go. And Lo Zhang's right hand basically realizes it's a lost cause. Laurent is gone, so she shoots herself in the head. I was like, holy shit, okay. Yeah, and then that's basically that. That's the conclusion of that, and basically our characters kind of, come out on top, basically. They all kind of team up. They all kind of, travel the roads together. And you get this nice campfire scene where Falou's telling, like, these stories and stuff, which I thought was nice. And they run into a group of survivors that are kind of sus. It's like this couple. They're like, I think they're like Scottish or something. Yeah, something like that. And they're very like, they're very weird. Like, they're very off-putting. I kind of knew something was up with them right away, I have to admit. It was very predictable with them. But anyway, you've got a scene with Caudron in this episode where they're kind of sitting around the fire, and he tells Daryl about his brother and, how it felt putting him down and stuff. And I was glad that we got this because Daryl finally clarified for him, I didn't kill your brother. Maribel, this woman, she did, and she said she did, and Daryl's like, yeah, can you blame her? I mean, she wanted to save her own ass, but yeah, Caudron finds out the truth, and I love that. I love the brothership between Caudron and Daryl. I think it's actually very underrated. I don't see many people kind of acknowledging it. I think it's really good, the friendship that them two kind of, formed, and I like that the truth came out. It was really good. And we send Falou off. Falou stays in France. We kind of end his character there with some of his people. He's got a love interest, too, that we minorly see. She's got, like, a bow and stuff like that. But anyway, they go through the caves, basically. They go through this tunnel, right? And this is, like, everything about the episode to me was perfect. And then at the end of the episode, you've got glowing walkers, which again, I like that. But then Caudron hallucinates that his brother is a walker and he puts him down. And then he gets pissed at Daryl and starts beating his ass. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, did it all just bring shit back to him? Like, I don't know. That scene felt really off to me. And then randomly Carol hallucinates Sophia, which, look, Sophia, I get it. You know, it's her daughter. I understand. That started to get really old this season. Like, Sophia and all that bullshit. Like, honestly, I could have done without it. You know what I personally would have done if I was doing this? I wouldn't have done Sophia in the way that they did it. I would have had Carol have a hallucination of the actual Sophia actress. And we would have actually seen what Sophia would have looked like at the age she is now. I think that would have tugged at the heartstrings. But instead, it's all about just this hallucination of this little girl again. I'm just like, holy fuck, man. Like, what the fuck? You know? But anyway, that's that. That's how that scene kind of goes down. I was just like, you know, I was like, what the fuck ever. And then you get these two people that join their side. They turn on Daryl. They put like this mask on him and shit. And they're going to kill him. But then Daryl takes them out and shoots them. Okay, you know, like, again, very random. And then you get a random ass hallucination with Isabel where she's like on top of him and shit. Which was in the trailer. They tricked us into thinking that was real. So I guess we get one more Isabel scene. I didn't like the hallucination at all, though. I thought it was stupid. And then you just get this ending where Carol and Daryl walk off alone. Caudron fucked off somewhere. I don't know where the hell he went. And then they're walking through and you hear, "You can't always get what you want." I'm like, yeah, at the end I didn't. I didn't. You know, a very accurate song because at the end I didn't get what I wanted, you know? It's weird because this episode was so good. And then the last like 10 minutes, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I like the finale. I do. But I don't understand what the fuck was going on in that last scene. I really don't understand it. So now the objective is they're going into the UK from the looks of it. They're crossing into the UK. We're going to see that in season 3. So that's a plot. Obviously, we'll be doing season 3 predictions. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing all that stuff. But yeah, you know, obviously we know that they go to London and then somehow they get to Spain. So that'll be next season. But this was a good season overall. You know, now that I can say the season's done, it was good. I think season 1's a better season, at least for me. I think 1 was a better season. But I enjoyed season 2. I did enjoy season 2. I thought it was good. I wish the ending scene was better. That really kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. But it was a good finale, I do think. It wasn't the best Walking Dead episode of all time, though. I don't know what the fuck Norman was smoking on that one. But it was good, though. It was a good finale. It ended things in a good enough way, I feel like. You know, I think it worked in some areas. And that's, you know, that's basically all I could say about the finale overall. It was good. I think it definitely, you know, kind of wrapped things up in a good way. I just wish the final scene was better than what we actually had. But, you know, maybe that's just me. But anyway, guys, post comments down below. What do you guys think about Daryl Dixon Season 2? The season is over. We're going to be doing Season 3 predictions. We're going to be doing a bunch of that stuff. So stay tuned for all that great content coming up after this. But that's that, guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for checking out the Season 2 reviews of Daryl Dixon. And I'll see you guys really soon for more. Post comments down below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click to subscribe and to notice any other videos of The Walking Dead. Show follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Daryl Dixon. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected, every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.